should be working correctly. Hope so. It seems so, right? All right. Just woke up, so let's do more Ghosts and Goblins. Actually, I played a bit of Ghosts and Goblins before I fell asleep. And got further than I expected to, so it's kind of exciting. I've always meant to go back and beat it again on stream because this way I've got a recording of it. It makes it more impressive, I guess. I like having a recording of it. The way I play video games now, you never would have expected. Beads! You never would have expected I'd been able to do it in the past, but I did. You also have no reason to believe me, so either way, it's fun to beat a game that's really, really challenging. Hold up. Defoe, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? The audio on this emulator is absolute garbage. So this is what it was at before, so hopefully this is right, because otherwise it wasn't right before. Oh, big good morning. In that situation, I would not have those drinks. But that's just me. Is the game right? The game looks right. Okay, just slightly off. Wait, hold up. Or, no, because I don't want to show in the bottom. That was right. Okay, yeah. Well, well. I love how in this game the gameplay that it shows you when you leave the screen on for too long, it is the game dying a lot at the very beginning. Fairly certain I'll have fun during. It's the next day. Be careful, because withdrawals are very similar to panic attacks. And it took me until I was way deep into alcoholism, having awful withdrawals, until I realized that was what was happening. So if you wake up the next day and you're shaking and feel like you're having a panic attack, that may be you starting to have withdrawals. I want to warn you now, because it took me several hospital trips of doctors just giving me medicine and throwing me out the door before I found out myself that that's what that was. Yeah, they get worse and worse, and it's not fun. You smell barbecue. Oh, man. That sounds nice. Alright, just kill me. Last time... Oh, yeah, absolutely. I haven't had a drink in a couple of years. If I got drunk now, it would still happen. Your body doesn't change back. It just... basically what happens is you drink so much your body gets used to it, to the point where it thinks if it doesn't have alcohol, it thinks there's something seriously wrong. And that's where those symptoms come from. It's your body yelling at you, hey, you're dying, you need to do something, when in reality it's the exact opposite. You've just tricked it into thinking that because you've been drinking so much. It's rough. I would, like, I'm not putting words in your mouth, that might not be the case. But, because I care about you, I need to at least suggest. Maybe avoid that tonight, at least long enough to look that up and see what's going on. Because if that is the case, then yeah, you want to not do that. If it's not, then I'm sorry, I may have just ruined your evening, but I care about you, and it's a very, very bad thing. Because they only get worse and worse, and eventually you can die from them, besides just otherwise being incredibly unpleasant. Alright.
Bella?
Oh, goodness. Yep. Okay. Just the way you described it, it's bad enough where if it sounds even a little similar, I want to warn you. Because like I said, I had to do all of that discovering on my own, and by then it was... I was having a 3-day withdrawal. I couldn't move, I couldn't sleep. I was just there shaking and trying to breathe. It was rough. So, like, that might not be it, but... yeah. I mean, I hope it's not it, but I just want to warn you. Okay. Okay, so we did this last time. My very last attempt before I went to sleep, actually. We made it to the boss. But yeah, then he killed us, so we had to start over. Alright. Yep. Alright. Good. Nailed it. It's like, you gotta think of the likelihood versus the severity of the thing that you're being like warned against, right? It's like, this thing I'm being warned about probably isn't super likely, but as dangerous as it is, you still want to be careful about it, right? Like if I told you you had a 1% chance of being shot every time you open your front door, 1%'s a tiny amount, but you would still be very careful, right? So, like, just because I've been through that, and it is the worst thing in the world, and I don't want that for you. So before it gets any worse, I would love if you at least like talk to a doctor if you can, but even if you can't, just like look at, like, there's all kinds of websites online that help you with that kind of thing. Even if it's just like going through and listening to them describe what's happening. Because if you're anything like me, I did that, and I looked up online, and I was hearing this thing be described, and I'm like, hold on, wait, that's happening to me. You're saying what? Actually, hold on. Let me look at something real quick. I apologize, but this is important to me. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, this is important to me. Okay, so this is the extra severe one. So, like I said, if that is in fact what's going on and we're catching it early, here's there's those shakes I was telling you about, which not sure if you've experienced, but that's what those are. Otherwise, I mean, I basically just wait, hold on. Whip. Scroll? Are you gonna let me scroll? Thank you. Oh my god. That is a... Okay, this website is very helpful. Hold up. There we go. I mean, it's the same website. You know how to Google as well as I do. If I advised you and then just set you out into the world, I'd feel bad. So all I'm doing is just Googling for you. But here's just the other standard symptoms that you would deal with for that. I just mean, absolutely go see a doctor if you can, but it helps tremendously if you recognize that this unpleasantness is happening and you make that connection with that, because then you can stop it before it gets any worse. And I'm gonna drop it there because ghost, because right. Didn't realize there was a gentleman up there. That would have, I don't want to put your business on blast or anything. I just worry about you. I've had alcoholism ruin my entire life. All of it. The whole thing. Okay. So, the thing is, you take the damage. You can actually get hit up here because there's a suit of armor up top. So you don't need to do that beginning part flawlessly. That guy there doesn't even look at you. If you leave him alone, he leaves you alone. Okay. And him you can run past. Kill him. And yeah, there's a suit of armor right over here. This is so much easier than I was making it out to be. That beginning is just, there's so much. It's not RNG. Those flying guys behave based on how you behave, but they're all over the place. It really does seem like the best strategy is just to go for it. Still be careful, but just keep going. You stop to fight each of them individually, you're gonna have a bad time. Come on, guys. Stop it. And then a ghost I wasn't expecting. There you are. Oh, very important. Hope that went well for you. It's been weird weather here. It's been
Bella?
It's been warm for a bit, and it's been cooling back down. Today's actually not too bad out. We had some real strong rain yesterday, so it's been nice. I mean, when in doubt, my advice is just not to drink, but because I've got terrible experience with it, and it ruins my entire life. So that's always gonna be my advice, but ultimately it's up to you. I just wanted to give you the heads up because, at least for me, for a long time, I thought it was because I have otherwise panic attacks. That's also a thing that happens to me. So when I had those panic attacks and withdrawals alongside each other, it was very hard to realize that was even happening until I was way into it. And I wanted to give you a heads up beforehand. Because even if that's not happening, eventually it would. So I'm warning you. Just something to be mindful of. I care about you. 70. Yeah, 70 outside isn't that bad. Especially if there's a nice breeze. A little cloudy. Chance of meatballs. Really? Oh, those ghost guys are so much worse than anything else here. They certainly do. Care about my hive mates, care about my friends. Oh, we got to the boss again, but he's probably about to murder us. It's just it gets rough. It gets very, very rough. Like a dog, but like an evil dog, if you can imagine. I can't either, but try really hard. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, no, 70 degrees. I get warm very easily. Roof. I get warm very easily, so if it gets above 70, I get very uncomfortable. So it has to be 70 with a nice breeze, or 70 and cloudy. 70 and cloudy is alright. I think I prefer around 60. 60-ish. Either 60-ish or sunny, or 65 and cloudy, somewhere around there. I mean, that's what I mean, though. That's why I say if you're able to go see a doctor. It took me longer to realize that was happening to me because, like I said, it's very similar to a panic attack. But as it got worse and worse, I went and looked it up. And by then, the symptoms were so bad, it was very easy for me to figure out that's what was happening. But for you, if you're not at that point yet, it's kind of unfortunate because they don't stand out enough to. It's like you can't tell if you're feeling sick until you're feeling really sick, and then it's obvious. So if you have the option to see a doctor, they might I'm sure they'd be able to tell you more than I would, based on a few things yeah, that's what they do for a living. All right, fight me, Satan, you nerd. Yeah. Satan? Nerd? Yeah. Darn. We got, but that was also we barely just started here, so that's promising. We got to him so soon. I mean, that's fair. Even though those big beefy boys that throw those blue things at you, like the guys up here on the ladders. I'm not sure what they are, but I would absolutely call them goblins. Yeah. Get away from me. Like these gentlemen. I don't know what they are. They're just like big angry lima beans. Or not lima beans, butter beans. Just big angry butter beans. Implying that normal butter beans aren't already angry. Yeah, I mean, I would have called him like a ogre or I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Just super spicy. You know how spicy butter beans are? So do they. Is that a... That is just a... Of course Pointy has a bean emote. Of course they do. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. Love that there's armor up here, though. That's amazing. Assuming we don't get clobbered by a ghost. Ghost? That's so weird. I'm wondering if it's because, like, things being loaded in. Because you can still hear that last ghost. So I'm wondering if maybe if you leave, like I left that alive. I don't know, like leaving them alive versus not. If they're still spawned in, maybe they don't appear up here. Because you've seen, we've had some ghosts up here the last couple times. So we've had this guy over here. And they're not here now. And when I got up here last stream, they weren't up here either. That's why I wasn't expecting them here. That's why they killed me so hard. I mean, if you need me to call them and tell them, I will do that for you. I don't mind. I can't be there for you in person, but I will call them for you. Let you know what's going on. Because don't be ashamed about stuff. Like, it's your health and I'm worried about you. Tell you what. I don't care. I'm probably dying soon anyway. Does not matter. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something more embarrassing. Yeah, let me tell you something more embarrassing so you don't feel as embarrassed. That's how it works, right? Let me embarrass myself for you so you don't feel as bad. I mean, I've told you, I used to go through a half gallon of vodka every day, every single day for several years without stopping every day. Let me show you something. I'll show you me losing my hair. I've been losing my hair. And if you've been wondering why, like honestly, I like this angle. I like how this looks. Part of the reason is because I've been losing my hair. And I do wear a hat, but I've been losing my hair. And I'm very sad about it because it's the only part of me I like. So, allow me to show you what that's been happening. I'm very upset about it and incredibly embarrassed. So that sucks. I mean, it's alright, I was just gonna cut it off and donate it or something. But I'm sad about it. Like, if everything else going on, I don't want to look gross. Like, I don't want to... Like, at the very least, like, I'm a terrible human being. And I've got no redeeming qualities. But I could at least have nice hair, right? And now I don't even got that going for me. It's very unfortunate. So that sucks, but... Yeah, I'm losing my hair. But intending on donating it eventually anyway. They just make it very difficult to donate hair. Weirdly. You'd think they wouldn't. Charities that accept hair donations are some of the pickiest people on the planet, I swear to God. Your spirit animal. Yeah, I can see that. You give me too much credit though, Defoe. I'll do my best, but you're still a lot cooler than I am. All right, Satan, you and me, round 3. Let's razzle dazzle. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're good. Okay. Jump. Yeah. Satan, why are you doing this? Who's paying you? Oh, that was just very lucky. Okay, the reason that happened, when he swoops down, he'll go back up. The amount of height he gets every time is random. Sometimes he doesn't stay low enough for you to hit. He was just right in my face. I could just like throw knives into him. That was just wildly lucky. Having redeeming qualities. Oh no, but for me it's true. For you, you're really great. Silly goose. You do have redeeming qualities. Silly Billy. Make a save state though. This is level 6. Whoa, see there you go, champ. Can't be champ for nothing. That's very important. According to the rules, like there's rules here. You can't just be a champ all willy-nilly. You got to be great. So there you go. You've met the criteria. There's only 6 levels in this game, but by now most people just know. In case you don't, the game makes you go through everything twice. You beat all 6 levels, it sends you back to the beginning. It makes you do it again.
If you can't compete, you can't eat. And you know eat rhymes with sweet. And I'm gorgeous over here, boy. We honeybees over here.
We do be honeybees, though. Thank you. But yeah, so this is the last level. But once we beat it, we get sent back to the beginning. We have to do it over again, second time. Also, there's another hilarious thing in this level. I could Google it. I know what the words are. I imagine I could just look it up. I always meant to. I just keep forgetting. My memory's garbage.
Bella, come on.
Come here, sweetie.
Hey.
There's a shield weapon in this level that drops. And if you beat this level without the shield weapon, it sends you back to the beginning of the last level. The beginning of level 5. And no, the game doesn't warn you about that. It just happens. I had been warned about that by a human being, and I thought they were just messing with me, so I beat the game regular. And the first time I played this game, it sent me back to the beginning of level 5, and I about rioted. See, I would have looked for eat rhymes with sweet, and I'm gorgeous over here, boy. We honeybees over here. That's the weird part. I could imagine someone saying if you can't compete, you can't eat. That honeybees bit is a lot more specific. Oh, I heard about this as a thing. Hold on. Wait.
Bella.
Oh. Okay. Are you sure you're allowed to do that? I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that. Buddy, stop it. Whoa, okay. Just kill me. Oh God, no! Pacifist ghosts and goblins. I'm about sure that's not physically possible, but Jonas, good morning. I'm just playing a game. I beat this game in my youths. I say youths. I was like 20 to 22 at the time. In fact, probably closer to 22. Just beating this game normally is madness. Jonas, I appreciate that. I choose to believe that's you having just a lot of faith in me, but oh God, it's a very, very difficult game. No, I beat this game a while back, and I always wanted to go back and do it again just so I can have a recording of it. So here we are. And honestly, I'm shocked we made it to level 6. I'm very bad at video games. So, I mean, as much as we can call a Ghost and Goblins playthrough just regular casual, sir. So it's just a casual Ghost and Goblins playthrough. Hey, Ballon. You know, just regular. You know, one of those vanilla playthroughs. Dragon Man, knock it off. Yeah, this level's a doozy. You'll notice we started off with one boss, and then we just get another boss, and let me just say, there's a bunch of red flying dudes up top. I mean, like, my mental health is questionable at best. But you know, I would never try to do pacifist ghosts and goblins. That's madness. Hey. Nope, you came over here. Now I'm holding you. Hey. You sweetie. Hey, sweetheart. That's Bella. I love her. Hey, sweetie. She likes having her cheek rubbed.
Three nine Bella, we love you,
Yeah.
Bella.
She's a sweetie. I love her. It seems like Robot Lady's only doing one now. And I know why that would be, but that's actually, I don't want that. One of the, yeah, I think I know why she's doing that. Thank you for the bits, Big. I appreciate you. No, I'm very, unwell mentally, but I think I'd rather, with a game this hard, because I'll play an easier game with some challenges like Mega Man Buster only, you know, like Mario Pacifist, right? Like, you know. But one this hard, Christ, like I'd much rather actually getting ready to go to bed, turn my light off, climb into bed all of a sudden. We love you, Bella. I'm like, oh God. Oh, Christ. Yeah, no, this one here, the fact that I'm able to do this at all, I'm pretty sure is just a fluke. Like, there's no way I'm actually good enough to do this. You are just ahead. How are you not dead? Oh, okay. Alright, fine. So, like, beat this and I guess played Ninja Gaiden or something. I tried to. I've never beaten Ninja Gaiden, and that kills me inside. But once a game gets hard enough, yeah, self-imposed challenges aren't my thing anymore. Because that's the fun of a self-imposed challenge. It's a game you know very well, and it's just like you want to make it harder for yourself because it's not a challenge for you anymore. Stuff like this, in my life, I might be able to beat this game. I'll never in my life be able to say this game's easy. That's never gonna happen. Uh, 3 minutes. So here's the thing. Like I said, you have to beat this level with the shield or it sends you back. But that only counts when you walk through the door. So you could beat the level with the knife, because the knife's a much better weapon, and come back for it. I don't know if time's going to allow for that, 3 minutes. And inversely, when you die with a weapon, you keep that weapon. So if we grab the shield and die, we'd have to go back to the beginning of this level and kill ghosts until one of them dropped a knife. So I'm going to work under the assumption that there's no way. This isn't the attempt. This isn't going to be the life that we beat this level on, right? Like what are the odds I would do it first try? Let's just go up. I don't even remember what the rest of this level looks like. Are you going to wake up? No. Okay, cool. Thank you. Are you going to wake up? Don't grab that fireball either, because that'll just mean you die. Like I said, you don't want that weapon. Oh, hold on. MX, good morning. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope your day went well. Oh, it is very early, very late for you, I guess, somewhere between. You know, I'm doing my best. I've got some good company, and we're playing video games, so it could be a lot worse. Maple, say hi to MX. Okay, this is an issue, because that red devil up there, he won't wake up if you go up there, but he'll wake up if you hit him with a knife. So if we fight that ogre man to the right, we're undoubtedly going to clobber him with a knife. We're going to hit him with a knife, he's going to wake up, and it's going to be very unfortunate for us. If it was to the left, that wouldn't be an issue, but he just refuses to. Okay, doke. Appreciate you, MX. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night. So part of me really just wanted to run for it. That didn't work. And then there's another one up there, so we would have to wait for that next one. With the one running back and forth, there's no way that would work. Well, actually, hold on. If he's far enough to the right, if I go up there and I can run far enough left where the devil despawns, I should be able to just kill him outright that way. It wouldn't be an issue. I just have to go far enough left for the devil to respawn. That's really only an issue because those skulls on the floor here, if you get too close to them, they jump at you. So you see, I destroyed that one skull and accidentally went down the ladder. It's just very with you have to crouch to do it. So like there, you can't crouch it on top of a ladder, and it puts you in a very bad situation that way. So like I need to take a step far enough to the left where I don't go down the ladder and then crouch and then kill him. But that also puts me in a situation where I can't go down the ladder in an emergency like I wanted to. Like that guy throws something at you, you want to be able to go down the ladder immediately. And you can't do that either. So the fact that that ladder's there is very unfortunate. It's a very spooky game. That's what happens when you die big. You become spookier. Sir? If I get any closer, I won't be able to duck anymore. What is happening? Alright. I never in my life, if you would have told me to think up some spooky, scary enemies. Dragon? Really? Dragon? It makes sense because you're a knight, but spooky? Do you think a dragon's Halloween themed? I don't think it's Halloween themed. Not even a little bit. What was that anime you were talking about the other day? I mean, it's a Japanese name, so don't feel bad if you spelled it wrong. Words you're not familiar with in a language, I guess, it's no shame in that. I mumble too, that probably doesn't help either. If you're really into it, hold on. Here's the full title. You should be able to just search by the first word, but I might as well just write it out for you. It is an amazingly good anime. It's like between 10 to 12 episodes. I know it's between 10 to 12. One season concludes the story. And it's genuinely one of the saddest things I've ever seen in my life. I watched Grave of the Fireflies and Anohana hit me harder for some reason. It was bad. Like, I will say, anime. While anime can't do horror, fight me about it. Anime can't do horror. I'm not happy about it either. Still true. Anime does sadness really well. Anime will gut you inside if you find the right ones. That one, I was a mess. I was crying so hard, my body felt physically I was exhausted physically because all of the dry heaving. The next day, I felt like I had been doing crunches the last night. My abdomen was just sore. Oh God. So in case you want some of that in your life, go for that. Also, I know for a fact there's a armor up here somewhere. I think it might be actually... Oh, let's find the armor, because that's probably important. No? Alright, this attempt here. We want to find the armor. There's no way we're making it all the way up, right? So I think it's got to be, it's got to be further up. Somewhere around here, if you jump, it spawns an armor. And that would do a lot of good. Yep. Ah. I'm mad. I mean, I would believe that, but I wouldn't. I don't think the series itself was long enough where I felt like it was longer than it should be. I didn't feel like there was unnecessary parts, is what I should say. it all like, because it very much is just like, it's not like a sci-fi thing. It's not a story about like fighting monsters or stuff. It's just a story about a group of friends who have to come to terms with the death of one of their friends. So it's like you really do want to spend a little bit of time with these characters to get to know them a little bit, because it's all about them. And I don't feel like any of it was unnecessary. You really got to. So I wouldn't watch it, but I can imagine they would have just did a movie version, because it's a usual thing. They usually like to do condensed versions for movies, which isn't always a bad thing, but in this instance. All right. Oh, and then we died. Okay, so I'd strongly advise the series, just because once you know the story, you can't like go back and experience it again for the first time. So like, I want to make sure you get the best experience possible. But if you do check it out, let me know. Hi. Hey, sweetie. Ellie jumped on my desk. Hey, sweetheart. No, but it's devastating. But no, Big, if you enjoy crying, yeah, I can recommend some other ones. Like, oh man. Like, let me know. I killed him and I jumped into the fireball. Oh, man. You need to flush your system out every once in a while, Big. It's very important. Oh, God, starting with Anohana. Christ. You might want to warm up a little bit. Oh, man, stretch. Brace yourself. Like, rub your tear ducts for a bit. There's another one that Mountain Horse and I disagree about. Like, there's another one that I'm really into that she says isn't as bad, but I think it's just as bad. The thing is, it's like okay, wasn't expecting him to throw two. I assumed I could have just jumped over the one and fought him. Okay. It's alright, we're learning our strat. It's alright, it's going to take a bit. Just because the other one I was thinking of has a lot of like comedy, and there's actually some like action and stuff. It's got a lot more going on than just being sad. But that ending, Christ, gutted me like a fish. It's a good ending when you have to keep pausing it because you're crying so hard it hurts. You're crying so hard you need to actually catch your breath. Oh man, that's a doozy. Yeah, this guy here, there's not much you can do. If he decides to come at you, you're dead. If he keeps his distance, you'll probably be alright. That's alright. Half wanted to die anyway. Get hurt against that big guy, we may as well just, like there's no reason we shouldn't start over at that point, right? He's at the very beginning. You don't have a really good attempt, but have it be where you got hurt at the very beginning, so you die just because you got hurt early on. Waste a good attempt because, you don't want to start over. Ooh. Okay, Doug. Appreciate you, Big. You're a good friend, and I hope you're having a nice night. Alright, Arthur, come on. I mean, we could get a little more practice fighting the dragon, though, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Yes, sure. I'm scared of Flesh B too. I'm also not happy about it. Oh. That's not something I remembered about the dragon, actually. If you hit his body, you destroy his body, which makes him smaller and easy to avoid, but to kill him, you actually do need to hit his head. I don't think I knew that. I just assumed once you destroyed all the body parts, he died, but you can kill him sooner by hitting his head over and over again. Well, that explains why he moves in he zigzags so much, because then he would be using his body as a shield. That's interesting. Armor? Armor. Armor? 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 That's not armor, that's dying. Dying in this economy? I mean, yeah, frequently. Buddy, stop. Ah. This one was always going to be a doozy. It was a question mark in my mind. I wasn't expecting to get to level 5 last stream. I wasn't expecting to get past level 2, if we're being honest. Second half of level 2 is, in my mind, one of the hardest here. One of. This one, though, this is an entirely different animal. This is this one's a beast. Okay, yeah, so if he's coming down at you, you can really just stand here and just throw knives into him, because he's going face first. That is... See, we're learning strategies. You like that? I do really want to find that armor, so like, if we can waste lives just searching for armor, I'll do that. I know I could look it up, but... I mean... There's a party going on up there. Jumpy skeletons, devils hanging out, those throwy boys. This level, it really does say quite a bit when the two bosses you fight at the very beginning are just the warm-up. Because, my god. I mean, I guess we could be making attempts. Because... if we made it to the end and we died because we were one hit shorter than we would have been otherwise, that would suck, but we would still be getting experience, right? We'd be getting better. So like getting practice on the dragon, now let's get practice on the level, right? Wouldn't that make sense? And we're already dying a bunch, like, it'll be disappointing either way. Dragon man, why you gotta be like this? It'll be alright. Practice. It's really what it comes down to. You get a little bit further every time and you just, do your best. Can I like lure you over here, please? Would you? Be happy if you did. No? Well, alright. Hey, buddy. You want to come over here? Thank you. Okay, well. Right. Oh, that skeleton didn't spawn. Oh, I jumped last time. If you jump here, the skeleton spawns. We didn't. Okay. Either way, we're gonna have to go up this ladder to address the devil man. So we're probably about to die, but you know what they say. The important thing is that we're staying hydrated. I don't know if it's nerves or what. If you've seen me at the very beginning of this game, I was tearing those devil dudes apart. There's a way to fight them. It's just I think it's pressure. There's a lot of stuff going on. Being able to kill those devils is not something I anticipated would have been a problem. A lot of this other stuff would have been a problem. I never expected that to be the problem here. It's always been half decent at doing that, but I also buckle under pressure like a buckle. Yep. That's what I'm going with. Arthur, can't you just throw a knife upward? Would you please? No? Alright. We'll get there. It's a difficult level. This one, once you get to the end, once you beat this level, it tells you like, oh, this was all just an illusion. You didn't do this. You gotta go and do it again. It was a trick. You've been tricked. Do it again. You've been bamboozled. Ghouls and Ghosts sequel. Ghosts and Goblins. Ghouls and Ghosts. Super Nintendo. Harder, which is funny. Ouch. Ghouls and Ghosts. When this happens, it doesn't tell you it was an illusion. It tells you forgot the key. Back at level 1, there was a key that you're supposed to bring to open the boss's door. You forgot the key. Go back. Get the key. And I think that's so much funnier. Oh, God, I love that. Getting a little bit better at fighting them. The good thing about those guys is that they are at the very beginning, so if you screw up, it's not the end of the world. 2 prequels. I didn't know there were 2 prequels. I had assumed Spelunky 2 was the second one. I've not. Wow, that's not true. My brother is a massive Spelunky fan. He's always like on these point leaderboards and stuff. It's nutty. And I think he got into 2. I'm not sure. I know he was way into Spelunky. Yeah, naming naming stuff. It gets out of hand really quickly, though. And if you have a series go on for a while, I get that. If there's really only 3 games, you kind of dropped the ball there, guys. I've heard Spelunky fans are always such big fans of, like, they'll tell you exactly how much, like, the Spelunky fandom lets you know exactly how much they love it. So I believe it's a fun game. I couldn't get into it. Well, I better, shape up with the whole naming business. But no, my brother, hold on, Strong Style Shiny. I'll give him a shout out. He's a really big fan of Spelunky. Really good at it too. I gave it a try because I do a bit of roguelikes here and there. Big fan of roguelikes. I'm also like really snobby about them, so I hate that, but I'm a big fan of roguelikes. So I wanted to give that a try. I don't like it. That's probably just my preferences, but I don't like it. Forgot the key thing. Gotcha. Yeah, I heard there's like super secret levels that you can get to. And if you get to the one golden statue guy or something with an eggplant, he turns into an eggplant. Whoa, let me just tell you. As someone who doesn't play Spelunky and I only hear about Spelunky, it sounds like insanity, and I'm kind of happy about it. Yeah, I get that. I think I like that idea. You know what it is for Spelunky that I did enjoy? Darn. I know a boss, like one of the later bosses turns into an eggplant. I don't know. I never played the game. Well, I played the game all of like 2 floors, and I did that a few times, and I realized I wasn't really keen on it. It's just, I love roguelikes. I love the procedurally generated levels. In a game like Spelunky, because if it's top down, like there's certain rules that when it's generating levels, it has to be like abide by. So if it's a top down, it's easier to make a decent random level. And if it's a side scroller like Dead Cells, there's still certain rules. Spelunky, the levels themselves can vary so much. The randomness, like, it very much felt like, I'm sure if you got good enough, you could manage regardless, but it felt to me like the randomness was such a big factor whether or not you live or die. If you had a really helpful floor and items and stuff, like, yeah, you have a great time. If you get screwed over with RNG, it's just, I'm sure if you got good enough, you could get around it. But it really did seem like it was a matter of, if you stumble upon some bad RNG, you're going to have a much more difficult time due to no fault of your own. And that's a thing in roguelikes, like you're going to have better luck sometimes, but I feel like in Spelunky it affects the game much more than some other games. I do have a Switch. Haven't played it in, oh my god, a year and a half? Probably, yeah, a year and a half, 2 years, somewhere around there. Just because I do. Just because, I've said this before, anytime I play a game, I stream it now. And I can't stream, console games. So I haven't played a console game in actually a couple years. Well, emulator. If I the only games I play are ones I can play on my computer, so Steam or emulator games. Just because I don't like playing games that I can't stream now. if we're being honest, no, I was trying to run left, but he wouldn't stop ducking. If we're being honest, even if I did have a capture card, I doubt my internet would be good enough to play most games, because then I have to connect to the internet to get them to work. And Mario Maker might be doable. If I tried playing like Bloodborne or something on my internet, oh my god, I'd be the only streamer on Twitch doing Bloodborne in like 160p. Oh. But besides that, due to some if I'm streaming, I would need a decent internet connection. With games like this, if the resolution dips, it's not the end of the world. It's Ghosts and Goblins. If you're trying to play Witcher 3 and everything looks like a fuzzy blob, that's an issue. But besides that, there's actually another big reason. My brother and I, Shiny, may have modified, the Switch just a little bit. You know how you do stuff sometimes. You know how sometimes you do stuff. We may have done some stuff, and now we're not allowed online anymore. So, my Switch can't connect online. So that's also a bit of a inconvenience. I mean, what can I say? Yarr! Free games, though. Let me just say, like legally, I have to tell you I'm joking. So I'm joking. But also, let me just say, being able to have whatever Switch games you want for free, beautiful, amazing. Jonas, I feel like you're trying to peer pressure me, and I don't appreciate it. Oh, nailed him. Wait, did you even drop the shield? Thank you. Alright. We're getting there. I mean, besides that, it would be like, yeah, I guess maybe. I don't know. The way my game, my console, my setup struggles to play Nintendo 64 sometimes, I've got to think that would be a bad idea. Or at the very least, I wouldn't know until I already bought a capture card, and at that point, it would just been a waste of money. If it were free, I would just give it an attempt and find out it didn't work, and then that'd be great. But if I have to spend money to find out it doesn't work, that stings a bit more. But I mean, it's not like I don't have enough games to play. Lots of games to play. Man, how am I just getting impatient? Because you really do just need that man to go to the left. And he seems very keen on staying to the right. I'm beginning to remember how frustrating this part is. Because you have to let them go to the right, or go to the left. And if they don't, alright, that sucks for you. I got lots of games to play. I'm always trying to play new ones on here. Played like Kirby Superstar recently, never played that before. I was actually considering playing Star Fox 64. Did I say Kirby 64? Kirby All-Stars. Yeah. Superstar? Kirby Superstar, that one, yeah. right. Thinking about playing Star Fox 64. That's one that I actually owned a cartridge of when I was younger, and I love that game. So lots of fun games to play. So we really should be... Because if I'm to the left of him and I fight him, I'm going to wake that guy up. I would have to be far enough away for him to not be on screen anymore. I don't think I get that much distance with him before he starts throwing stuff at me. So we really do just have to wait for him to wander left. Okay. Game, I'm mad at you. I remember this now. Now I remember this. Oh, this is what Ghosts and Goblins is all about. Buddy, could... Aha. Well, that's just rude. When I go to the right, you follow me like a puppy. When I go to the left, you just forget I exist. Oh god, that about gave me a heart attack. Okay, you can't pick up items when you're in your iframes. That's interesting. I didn't know that. When does that ever happen? Like, when do you ever get to test that? And actually, I was doing, it's considered one of the easiest of all of the... Hold on, I needed my fingers free for a second, hold up. Kaizo hacks. But Quickie World 1 and 2, they're still very, very spicy, but considering how hard some Kaizo hacks are, they're nothing compared to some of them. But I hadn't done any because I'm very bad at video games. So I started up Quickie World 1 and 2, and we got quite a bit into it. Quickie World 1 we were almost done with. In Quickie World 2 we went... I don't know if we were I think we were about halfway. Maybe a little less. Not sure. I'll have to look. It's been a while. I haven't done that in a little bit, so I kind of wanted to get back into it. We'll see. At least finish up Quickie World 1, because we're near the end. So... Okay, hear me out. We can't consistently get him to the left. When I say consistently, I mean at all, ever. If we woke up that devil, that would be after he died, because if he woke up, that means the knife went past him, which means he's no longer there. So, instead of just waiting for him to wander left by chance, we could kill him and then fight the devil. And that would mean we have to fight an extra devil, but it would be on our terms. We would be able to do that consistently versus just standing there and waiting for him and hoping. Kinda not happy about that idea, but it would work. We would get an attempt every time versus just standing there and waiting. And in a flat area like this, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to kill that guy. You saw me back at level 1, I was dancing on the devil in level 1. I don't understand why I'm having such a hard time with these guys when I... It's like the further I get into the game, the harder they are. I know that can't be true. It's likely just nerves, but... I wonder if there's a limit to how far he can wander left before he turns around. I gotta think that's not a thing, right? Oh, hold up. If you go up on that ladder and you go right any distance, he wakes up already. You can't fight both of them at the same time. That's not going to work. So I would have to go left, destroy that skull, turn around, make sure I'm still far enough left where I don't go down the ladder. And that wouldn't matter. I have to get up there, turn left, destroy the skull, turn right, kill this guy, and then fight the... Oh, yeah, that'd be... I hate this. Just the worst part of the game. Because that ladder there, you need to crouch to destroy the skull. So you need to move off of the ladder, which takes a second. Buddy. Yeah, that seems like a much more doable idea. It's just like, yeah, it's... Man. Alright, well... I mean, that is progress. Yeah, like, ideally... Yeah, the fact that there's ladders there and you can't duck, that is very frustrating. Wasn't expecting that gentleman to be an issue. Should have just, I likely could have just went back down the ladder and fought him the same way. Because you can't fight him while there's one of those butterbean boys. Those beefy boys. You can't fight both of them at the same time. Progress. Got a little bit further. Seen enough to start developing a new strat for the next area. Who hit us? Hold on. Cyclops man hit us? Alright. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh no, I said a while back, is that lovely? So that means I no longer have to crouch up there. That means at the moment I get up on that ladder, I can start shooting. Which is just much better. Unfortunate. No, I said I beat this one before. Ninja Gaiden. After this one, we could play some hard games. I ended up talking about Quickie World. The fact that we started Quickie World, we never finished that. But Ninja Gaiden was another one that I started. And the final boss of Ninja Gaiden has 3 forms. And the third one isn't that bad. Don't take offense to this. Oh my god, I love that. Thank you. Nothing personal, but... Oh god, I love that so much. Thank you. No, I don't though. Actually, no. I love that. Thank you. I consider that a social media site, and I'm not very good at social media. I've got a Facebook just because I think legally everyone has to have a Facebook. That's how I communicate with people. That's how I used to communicate with people. Now I've got Discord. And you're thinking, you're like, well, you barely message people anyway. I mean, yeah, but sometimes. Yeah. But no, huh. I hate, like, I've been on Reddit. I don't have an account, but I've been on Reddit. So, like, I Google something and Reddit links occasionally pop up when I'm trying to get information on something. I hate the layout. I hate the layout. I'm mad about it. It's just, it's very, finding stuff on there is very inconvenient for me. The dating site I'm on right now is awful at that. There's no way to get notifications. You have to actually manually go into the tab and refresh the website. And if it's been longer than 10 minutes since you've done something, you have to log back in. It's the worst. It's really bad. It's not like I'm talking to anybody. Like, there's never any messages there, so all it is just, you log in, you're sad about it, but yeah, it's still very not user-friendly. But no, Ninja Gaiden, right, yes. I've made it to the second form of the final boss, and I've never been able to beat him. All the way to the end of the game. Could not beat the final boss. I'm still mad about that. What time is it? 9 p.m. What does it look like? I mean, it is dark outside. I mean, I don't keep a strict rule about that kind of stuff. You really just, use your own judgment. You can have a little bit of spice here and there. Just, be mindful. We don't want to be, vulgar all the time, but a little bit of spice. We got 47 seconds left. I hate that. Even if we did succeed, we wouldn't make it to the top in time. Okay, several things. One, nobody wants that in their life. Nobody. Not a single human being. No, none. Nobody wants that. Second of all, I really don't. I'm not a big fan of money. I mean, okay. It's nice to have enough money to live. Like, you want to be able to buy food, and you want shelter. I've already got shelter. I've already got food. I don't need money for anything else. Actually, I just received a Twitch check a day or two ago, and I donate them. I don't need them for anything. It's amazing that you guys, well, like this comes from you guys by being supportive by bits and gift subs and stuff. But I figured I could do a lot more good with it by donating it to stuff. So I do. Just I'm sad all the time, and things matter to me a lot less than they used to. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that I have shelter and food. I'm not saying I don't, but at a certain point, money just stops. Like it does so much for you, and then that's it. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who need a lot more than I do. So I got disability and all that. Right. But also, the first thing I said too, that no money. I would receive no money, and I would be very sad about it. Just to know. The sheer morbid curiosity. I gotcha. Yeah. Okay. No. Well, that was definitely progress, but we ran out of time. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of progress. Okay. Oh no, this is not a hurting game. This is just a hard game. This is not hurting. It's just, I mean, it's just a hard game. I think it's a very good game, actually. It's just hard. It's just there's something so satisfying about beating levels in this, though. It makes it worth all the effort. I find, in my opinion. Actually, I've had this one guy I was talking to in high school told me the same thing. It was before OnlyFans was out, but he was very keen on the idea of me doing a webcam thing. Never did that, but Lord knows he tried. Okay, so I mean, we got further up there, and honestly, after those two, okay, you fight two devils because you get past this guy who's the gatekeeper, this man. Then you fight two devils, and then you go up, and it's not that bad actually. If you have a decent amount of life left, you can go fight. Oh, we're getting to the point where we're going to need to start using the shield, though. Wait, hold on. Hold up. Hear me out. The shield blocks incoming shots. This guy would be much less of an issue. He could be to the right. There's nothing he could do to me. I would kill him. He couldn't throw anything at me. And my shots wouldn't even go far enough to wake that guy up. It makes fighting them while they're currently attacking you more difficult because you have a limited range, but let's shield it up. Let's see what the shield's all about. Let's do some shield business. Just kill me. Thank you. I just have no... I mean, I've got no want to do that. Like, there's nothing I can get out of it. It's not gonna make me feel better about myself, and I really I don't care about the extra money. Oh, that last second fireball. Alright, may as well. Oh, the range isn't that bad. The range isn't as bad as I thought it was, actually. I remember it being like half, like little more than half of that is what I was guessing. That's much further than I imagined it was. That's not bad. I don't know what its damage output's like, but it's not that bad. And it does block incoming shot. You know, I have heard that the shield doesn't kill that man. That's also mean. That is very mean. This game's a monster. So is that the shtick? Is that it? Is that why that javelin's there? I think that's why that javelin's there. Hold on. You fail, you gotta pick up this javelin. Because you can't kill the unicorn otherwise. In the game booklet, this gentleman's known as a unicorn. Which I guess makes sense. He does have a single horn coming out of his forehead, so I suppose. Yeah. So that's reasonable. We don't need the shield or we don't need to kill these two bosses with a shield. And I think that's why they force you to pick up the shield to beat this level. And you can't beat the unicorn with a shield. So they give you a javelin. So that's not that bad, actually. All things considered, like... It's not as good as the knife, but the javelin's not that bad. So, like, as long as we're able to beat these first two bosses with the lance, javelin thing, it'll be alright. That fireball. Ironically, the shield would stop that from happening. Yeah, I think that's the look. And like I said, okay, so if we can beat these guys with the lance consistently, then, like I said, up top, that shield would actually make this whole situation easier. The boss fight would be more frustrating. Don't get me wrong, but right now we can't even get to him. So, yeah, that'd work, right? That'd be nice. Dragon Man, why you gotta be so spicy? wondering where that armor is, though. Kind of want to look that up. There's an extra piece of armor in this level, and it's past the dragon, I know that. But I thought it wasn't that far after the dragon. Because if it can give me an extra hit after that, then that'd be great. No. I have no want for that. That's not something that sounds enjoyable to do, and that's not any like I would receive nothing from that I want. It wouldn't boost my self-esteem, and I have no want for extra money. So I would get nothing out of that I want. Dragon Man, really? Oh, that was messed up. Although, I don't know if you heard this bit. I was actually, I had a similar proposition. It was fun. Well, it was, back in high school, oh, the other thing. What was the PC question? Was there a PC question? Hold on. PC question. Reddit thing? Hold on. I'm very confused. All the time, always. I didn't hear your answer to my question. I gotta assume that's not right. So, I'm telling you, you'd be surprised at how many people would be interested. That's fourth. The third is I didn't hear your answer. That can't be right. Why don't you just copy paste? What has happened? Hold on. An account on that site. Yeah, it's all OnlyFans. So if it's third up, it's all of them. I'm very confused. Did you send that? That didn't come through on my end. That's the first I'm seeing that question. Is that on OBS? Hold on, I'm curious. Yeah, that never popped up for me, I'm sorry. That's why I was so confused. Oh, I really just like these games. These are my favorite games. I only ever play games on stream that I want to play myself. Like, it's kind of like I mean, there's two sides to it. I say I only ever play games that I stream. So like, if I'm not streaming a game, I'm not playing a game. But at the same time, when I'm streaming, it's only ever games that I want to play. So it's like, that's nice too. It's basically me just living my life, and I happen to play a lot of games, and whenever I play a game, I happen to be streaming it. That's basically how this operates. Well, I think my schedule is so inconsistent, it's just like, sometimes I feel like playing games at different times. Some more modern games look interesting. I always think like, oh, that looks fun, and then never get around to playing it. Like, there's a really fun Steam-looking one that looks a lot like Dark Souls. I've heard it was really good, but I never got around to playing it. It's in my, I think I actually downloaded it already. Actually, maybe I may have just purchased it. I just never got around to playing it. I'll see. Actually, hold on. Let me look to see if it's if I've already purchased it. Because I might do that sometime then. Everyone's playing Elden Ring, and Elden Ring looks a lot like Dark Souls. I didn't realize. We raided Blammer Bros recently, and I was cheesed because I know everyone was playing Elden Ring, and it was really popular, and I hadn't had an opportunity to check it out yet. I didn't know what the game was like. So we showed up for him doing that, and I'm like, this is just Dark Souls, right? Like, am I weird? Is it like down to the thing in the bottom corner? Like, it's Dark Souls, right? No, I don't understand. It seems like it's Dark Souls to me, but I mean, if that's what people are into, yeah. No shame. Dark Souls is great. I didn't expect it to be Dark Souls. Okay, hold on. Where are you at? Oh, also, Defoe, if we did do another tabletop simulator, would you want us to join in on that? Because I had a great time last time. It's just it didn't end up as well as it could have, but okay, yeah. This is actually really interesting. It was a free game, so I didn't pay for it. But I've seen gameplay and I've seen people review it who aren't being sponsored by it, I swear. And it looks so much like... Oh no, this is a different one. Hold on. There's two of them that were like Dark Souls looking ones that I thought were really nice. I know that like the whole Dark Souls genre is a thing now, and people just like to fart out low quality content. These ones actually, I did quite a bit of research. I looked at them, looked at a lot of gameplay, and they looked amazing. But the one I'm looking at right now is Bound by Flame, and it looked really nice. That I'll either do this one or the other one. Where's the other one? Hold on. I can't remember I want to find it on here. There we go. Blood Spear. Blood Spear looks insanely good. It was actually like I think a student project, or it was like for a competition. But it was free. Like, you just download it, you can have it, and it looks like... Oh, I haven't had a chance to play it, but it looks incredible. So I'll do one of those next time. People... Oh, it is made by From. Okay. Well, that explains it. I didn't realize they made it. Okay. Oh yeah, I've only ever played it once, so I'm sure it's all... I don't remember it being an issue. You mostly just like click on stuff and then flick your mouse. And it kind of just throws stuff, or you click on stuff and move it around. There's one button that flips cards over. There you go. Yeah, Blood Spear was... I think it's funny. I think it was like a student project or like a student competition, and it was free. It looks so good. Like I said, I'm always very hesitant to play new games, but I don't know, Blood Spear or Bound by Flame. What do you think? One or the other. I do need to play a modern game sometimes, right? I'm playing Ghosts and Goblins. Yeah. I'm using this opportunity to pressure myself into playing one of the games on my 2 playlists that I haven't gotten around to in a long time. To kind of like put games on a list of games I want to play and I never get around to it, so I really need to just play one. And both of those look really good. Dragon Man. I don't appreciate that. I'm sorry. I need to stop gushing. I'm when I say I put them on my to playlist, I'm very excited about playing them. I just don't. I think they look amazing, and I'm dying. Like I'm very excited about it, but I don't do things that make me happy. That's that's how depression works. I save it for later, and that never happens. I've got quite a few games on my Steam. Actually, let me. A lot of games I've never even played. I just have. So let me hold on. A lot of them I need to uninstall because they're garbage. Amnesia, A Machine for Pigs. Never play that. It's bad. It's very bad. Isaac, I've got. Of course, I've got Bit Trip Runner. Downloaded, never played. Blood Spear, Bound by Flame. Both of those. Cooking Companions is just a horrible copy of Doki Doki Literature Club. Imagine Doki Doki Literature Club if you made it in a single day and you just really didn't care about storytelling. Cuphead I've played. Curse of the Dead Gods have not. Dinner with an Owl, I actually played that for Spooky July last year. That was fun. Short game, really fun. Dota, D-O-T-A. That sounds familiar. Duelist. Played that once several years ago. Dungeons of Dreadmore, Dust Force, Morrowind. I gotta play more Morrowind. I got a challenge for Morrowind planned out. I just haven't got around to that either. Gungeon. Fibbage. Actually, I've done a bit of Fibbage. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's another one I want to play. I haven't got around to. I Love You, Colonel Sanders, the KFC dating simulator. Lunch Lady, Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear 2 wasn't nearly as good. Anywho, yes, right. I'm sorry, I was rambling. I hope you have a good time, Defoe. I appreciate you. Hopefully you have fun. Be safe, though. I worry about you. Modern games is probably a good thing. I mean, yeah, but then you gotta wait 5 or 10 years. I mean, worst case scenario is you play a game that turned out to not be that good. Especially, well, okay. The thing there is it really just depends on how expensive the game is. Most of the games I do are either free or really cheap, so I feel like it's not a big loss if I play it and it's not that good. And Steam is actually good at that. If you play it for, I think, less than an hour, or I don't know how long they give you, but they'll let you refund it if it's garbage. Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate it for the hydrate. I mean, that's true. There are a lot of games out there, but if I consider how much time I waste doing just stupid stuff, like I don't know. Like my time means nothing to me. I spend entire days just crying and sleeping. I spend days just browsing Wikipedia and YouTube. Like my time means nothing to me. I just, want to find a good game. Part of me wants to fire up Bound by Flame just because Blood Spear. I realized it needs to. I had not I had not installed that one. I downloaded I downloaded. It needs to be installed. It's halfway there. I can't do that on stream. Kind of want to just switch to Blood Spear, to be honest, or Bound by Flame, to be honest. Bound by Flame, I downloaded it a little while back. I think it was like last year. Yeah, it was last year. But from what I remember, it's like you're the main character and you're possessed by like a fire demon in a world ruled over by ice demons. And the fire demon's not a good guy. He just happened to be on the losing team. So you as the character are trying to stop these ice demons. And you can utilize this fire demon's powers, but by doing so, you corrupt yourself. So there's kind of a balance there between being, you want to do good and you want to like get enough power to win. So you can really just like, are you gonna take the easy route and give yourself these cool fire powers, and I'm assuming get like a bad ending or something? I like that. It's like, from what I've heard, Bioshock has that atom stuff, maybe? Is that similar? I've never played Bioshock. I've heard you can harvest this power to be stronger, but it makes you evil, right? Or something. But I love the idea where there's like this, you're playing a hard game, and there's this reserve of power that you have that you're not supposed to use, but you have it. And that's not like an original idea. Like, it's been around, like that idea, but if it's done well, it's done well. And a lot of it is like story. Like, if I get enraptured, I'm gonna pause for the laugh. I'm gonna assume you're still laughing. Okay, there we go. If I get enraptured by a game world, that's fine. I'm really hoping that, like, yeah, it's a, like, you know, controls other stuff besides the fire business story. I'm really eager to see what all is going on there, because I've heard it's a really good game. You see, the place in Bioshock was called Rapture, and I said enraptured. That was the joke. They're funnier when you explain them. That dragon takes so many more hits with that javelin, I swear.
Thanks, sweetie.
Alright, come here, Ellie.
Thanks, sweetheart. Come here. Thanks, sweetheart.
She's been laying on my desk this whole time, just in a loaf form. Dozing. I'm kind of conflicted now because part of me wants to play that game. But another thing I have a hard time with new games. Because, like, I'm very bad with computers and stuff. So it's like, with an old game like this, it's very easy just to throw it up on stream and start playing. You'd mess with the audio just a little bit, and there you go. New games, it's like resolution. I've got to figure out how to take it out of full screen. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of adjustments I need to make. And I'm bad at stuff. I've got to be doing less damage with that javelin. That's weird. I wasn't having a problem with that dragon before, and now I can't seem to get past him. Should I go for the shield with the dragon? Let's see. Let's find out. If I can destroy his body parts, it's just his head seems to... I can't seem to hurt it. And I think that's a thing with the unicorn there. I hit him so many times with the shield. I've got to believe it doesn't hurt him. That's too bad. What I'm thinking about now, I don't want to dip out because we've been stuck here for so long. I really just want to beat this, but I barely beat it before, and that was back when I was good at video games. Let's actually hold it. Yeah. That sounds like a good idea, and I'm very depressed and I want to keep my mind off stuff. So trying a new game will occupy more of my mental faculties, which is nice. You play a game that you're familiar with, you kind of go on autopilot, and it gives your brain room to drift and think about stuff, and that's the opposite of what we need to be doing. We need to prevent that from happening. New game. Preferably one with more buttons, because as much as I love this game, 2 buttons. So I'm actually going to throw up the be right back screen, and I'm not sure how long it's going to be. Actually, well, it's 9:40 and I haven't eaten yet. I'm gonna stop stream and go find something to eat. So I don't know how long that's gonna take. I've gotta think. 20 minutes to 10. I'm guessing by 10, 20 minutes I'll be back up playing a new game. Bound by Flame. It was Bound by Flame or Blood Spear. I don't have Blood Spear installed, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna do Bound by Flame. It sounded really fun too. So yeah, I'll play a more recent game, but I probably should get something to eat first. So I'm gonna close up, but I'll do that here. We will reconvene if you want. No worries. Thanks for hanging out, Jonas. You're good company. Appreciate when you hang out. So I will. I'm wrapping up stream, but I'll be back in a bit. Appreciate you guys. I just gotta make sure. I gotta grab something to eat real quick, and I gotta make sure I can get it working. Like, make sure it looks and sounds right. I will see you around. If not tonight, I'll see you around some other time. Appreciate you.